This is how you do Luigi. Oh, my motherfucking bitch.
Well, I guess the stream was right about the warning.
Yep. It was. I wonder what Pro has in store for us.
Alright, you guys hear
I'm
me?
actually impressed.
Wait,
Yeah, we
What?
can hear you.
Alright,
now hear
hang
you.
on. Turn on my webcam now.
I hear you. I hear you and I see you. Ooh, wow, nice room.
I don't see him. There's no one
Thank you.
there.
He's a ghost.
you,
Oh, never mind. There's his name. There's his
Alright,
name.
let's get this started, you know?
Oh my god, it's Mace the Chef.
I hate saying that.
I can't hear anything you guys are saying. Hang on a second.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear anything with that helmet on?
Nope, not at all.
I
Take the fucking helmet off. You know you're not gonna hear shit.
no,
Oh,
especially
all right,
with
all right.
that helmet on.
I'll be right back.
This fried chicken is good.
Oh boy.
We
If
just
that was his big announcement, I am both happy and disappointed.
we just started, and my cheeks already hurt from laughing at that.
Alright, I'm ready to go, guys.
I'm not doing
Alright.
it.
Didn't we do the pilot with you not wearing anything? How the fuck is this gonna work?
If this
Yeah,
could be a trend,
Alexios.
Woo! I'm ready to go.
We die in hell!
Malaka!
and alright, let's actually get properly started here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Before Pro put
Alright,
it on.
alright, I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to go now.
Well, we are.
I had to do that.
We
Was
are
that your big- Was that your big way of introducing this chat?
Yeah, that was my introduction, you know?
Alright.
Not gonna lie, I was hoping one of you would be like, Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing in the podcast? I'll just do that in the
I was
post
gonna-
editing.
Yeah,
I was
gonna
gonna
make
say
a-
that you're the fucking owner. Whatever you say
gonna-
goes. We're just like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing now. We're gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll go get our headdresses on.
If
We
Pro-
got credits, right? Who are we to argue?
Oh my god.
Hey, Pro.
well
Hey,
then,
Pro.
for no,
Yeah?
When you put on that Master Chief helmet, I was close to doing the Russian badger joke on why aren't you in the soda?
well,
To be fair, I couldn't hear anything anyways because my headphones were not on my head, so
anyway,
I'll just do everything like post editing. Why not? I got recorded. That's what
Alright.
matters. Anyways, let's go. Welcome everyone to Podverse episode 1. Yes.
yeah,
Welcome.
we're
We're
back for another.
Wow, that was a
After
very
the,
enthusiastic everyone.
well,
I'm eating chicken. You can't blame me. My mouth is full.
Oh my god.
Well then.
And
Let
with
us-
thanks to the podcast, why not?
now then, let us go. Let us start introducing ourselves with, of course, our host here.
My name is SoProWarrior. I'm the main host. Yep, we are introducing ourselves again. We need to. It's probably been a long time.
I'm Raximus. I am the co-host and basically going to be the only person here who actually has enough free time to basically always be on here because I'm suffering from the after effects of COVID.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn
Oh.
you, unemployment!
Ooh.
Oof.
All right.
Been there.
Next we have the.
Why don't
The
y'all
one who
introduce
ba-
yourselves?
Yep. Introduce yourselves, y'all.
I guess I'll go. Well, hi there, I'm the Wolf Guardian. That's me. Hi.
He was the if anyone here was in the saw the pilot, he was the previous star.
Yep, I was.
Next we have
Who the fuck are you pointing to?
Yeah, we can't really tell.
I'm good.
I think we're expecting someone else to just
He's either
pop up.
pointing at you or me.
One of y'all two. It's Cerner and Hank both to my right. So one of you two.
I have stage fright. Go.
Cerna, okay, Cerna, he has stage.
Someone will introduce themselves? What?
Hello.
Well, I guess I'll do it. I guess I'll do it. Screw it. Hello, I am Cerna. I tell bad jokes. Get used to it.
Insert flashback sequence here.
We're not gonna get it. More like Vietnam flashbacks.
Ooh. Yeah, I would say that's definitely more accurate for Wolf.
And
Yeah, just cue my flashbacks.
And last but not least, we have Hank, or otherwise you would have remembered him as Croissant. He changes names every now and then.
Hey, I'm here to fuck up your podcast.
Fair enough.
I think we're all gonna fuck up this podcast, but that's the charm of it.
Dang it, you should have done it like I'm.
We're a mess of chaotic.
You should have done it like somebody go.
Oh,
I was gonna say we're just a mess of chaotic idiots trying to do a podcast.
Yep.
No
Yep.
organization
I'm just here for
whatsoever.
the highlight reel.
Yeah, Hank's here for. He's the real reason. He's the real content creator here. He's.
All right. Well, anyways, let's get started since we're anyways,
Yeah, well,
welcome everyone to episode 1 of the Podverse podcast. If y'all remember anything from the original pilot and stuff, we're here to talk about our respective Crossoververses, massive crossovers involving lots of different franchises and stuff like that. And we each all have our own Crossoververse and stuff with our own respective stuff and whatnot.
And I believe today.
I have been here for not even a minute, and the hosts are bullying themselves. LOL. Indeed, they are. Yes, we are.
Yep. So, I believe today in the hotspot for sharing their crossover is the host himself.
So, yeah,
So,
me. SoProWarrior,
Pro.
H service.
Explain yourself on
Yep.
your crossover, and
Well,
you know what,
Good,
and
good.
all this, and all the fun stuff that are in it.
Yep. All right. So again, let me to introduce myself, everyone. My name is SoProWarrior. You guys say I'm kind of relatively new to the whole Crossoververse stuff. I will be honest. When I started my whole thing off years ago, I literally did not know about everyone else's Crossoververses. So I thought I was doing something original. Rear Town, thank you for the follow. I have to do that. Sorry.
It
But,
was a pity follow.
It's a
It went right after. Oh, I thought I was being original, and they were just like, "Oh, this person deserves my follow."
Oh.
oh no.
This is why Hank's here.
But
I'll send them a donation later too.
Oh, geez.
anyway,
Donation.
We're bringing all the pity hits today.
dang, where was all this pity for Wolf when he did his thing?
Because
Wolf
nobody
has zero
loves
sympathy from me.
Anyways,
Oh, I guess there's that.
back to the whole thing. Yeah, I thought I was doing something original, only for then years later to come across the amazing community of the Crossoververse people like Wolfblade and then everyone else. And I was like,
Shit.
so I'm not as original as I thought. But eventually and stuff, so I got introduced into the Crossovers and all that, and now I have my upcoming Heroes Unite verse and stuff. Might as well bring up the info on it and stuff. So let me move things over here and stuff. Bring that up.
If it helps, bro, your stuff has inspired some of my stuff as well. So
Realize
there's that.
did not have this thing stuff like fully planned out. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh my. Wait,
Do
hold
not
on.
pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
I am
Let's
messing
just
up.
make this a second pilot.
I am.
You couldn't
Go.
This is pilot 2.0.
you couldn't see it, but I was face palming.
Oh my god.
Our lost episode's gonna be the real episode 1.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see if
Everyone-
I'm doing this
Everyone just file
right.
in.
Alright, I'm gonna.
What the-
I have no idea if I'm doing this right. I completely did not plan things out a whole lot.
So I noticed.
Nice
Let's
background,
not
by
do
the
that.
way.
Thank you.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah,
I need
definitely.
to see that for sure. Okay, I think that's good and stuff. I need to see the chat and all that. I don't know. I don't know. I really did not plan this out.
Random,
I really did not
he
plan
doesn't
this out.
see the random bullshit that you're up to.
Yeah.
I really did not.
You know, we didn't have to all show up right on the dime at 5. You know, I
Yeah,
think we
you-
could have showed
you
up like
could've-
10 minutes before and got this sorted out.
Yeah.
All right,
We
well-
probably,
Oh well.
No, we're not gleaming over that.
Coming over what?
No,
What are you
no,
talking
no.
about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I just saw.
We're talking
what did
about
I
the
say?
obvious true star of this podcast.
Hey, is that you?
Yeah, but except I have hair.
Oh.
And I'm a different ethnicity, and I don't have a mustache.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
I got everything under control. Okay, I think I got it now.
It'd be cool if you did.
At least I had all my stuff up when I first started.
Hey, I have a lot to work with here. Okay, I have to have OBS, Discord, and now my Google Drive stuff open. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyways,
I'll plan embarrassing stuff for my future episode.
Oh no.
just have Wolf there. There's wait. that just came out of left field.
Look, I didn't even have to
Apparently,
go there.
that just came out of left field. I don't know why.
Well, I'm
Bro,
safe
that-
when we do my episode.
I've had it.
I can't wait for the pilot bit where during this conversation. Oh Jesus!
Oh, no.
Okay.
I can't wait till the highlight where you get the edits in and you just have the zoom in on Wolf's icon with the grayscaling and the sad music.
Or you put in the part where it's just emotional damage.
Okay, can this? Okay, wait. Can this please?
Oh, it's over.
Hang on.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's over, everyone. Thank you for
Like I
coming to
said-
the stream.
These are-
Guys, give him more donations.
Oh my god.
He's had a very rough time.
I am having a rough time, okay? I really did not plan things. Okay, here we go.
Guys,
This will
subscribe.
hopefully help a bit more.
What is with the mustache guy?
Ignore the mustaches!
I can't. They're glaring into my soul.
Alright.
Oh, hey, Hank, I didn't know you had a mustache.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Oh, hold on, I found my new profile picture.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Alright, we're
Alright.
actually getting started.
I am
Do it.
trying. Well,
Anywho.
how am I taking so long to open a few documents? I'm taking a long time because I'm trying to get like the right view for this stuff, so you can see like Discord and everything else and stuff. And yeah, it's not going very well.
Yeah, we
know-
noticed.
We won't see Discord and stuff. We'll just focus entirely on like all the things here and stuff.
Editor, just edit all of that out. Edit the whole beginning out.
You
I
can
really
literally
did not
just
play-
explain the mustache guy while you're doing this, and that
It's
way
a
we
Snapchat filter, okay? Look, fine here. It's a Snapchat filter. Are you happy, Hank?
I was just saying that you could that if you just explained it while you were working on the other stuff,
We'd
we
be
wouldn't be
entertained.
focused on you trying to get everything together.
All right,
and then
so,
we have to be.
Man, I literally. OMG, it's so detailed but curse. It is, I know.
This is going.
Anyways,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
anyways,
Now, we're
yeah.
getting to the real meat of this. The reason we're all here.
yes.
The
So,
Real
Pokemon
meat and
Pro.
potatoes.
welcome to my planning of the Heroes Unite verse. I'm like using my arms and everything, but like no one can see because I have to focus on Google Drive. But welcome to my big, thorough planning of the Heroes Unite verse. As you can see, I have lots of documents and stuff. Lots
Wow.
and lots. So we have. So to give you a little insight, Heroes Unite verse started out. Let me actually bring it up as well. Fanfic. Heroes Unite started out as a story I thought of years ago, back in the year 2013, technically, and stuff. My thought process was basically, as anyone else's, like, what would happen if the greatest heroes from like all sorts of like, franchises that you've like watched, grown up with, played, whatever and stuff, came together to fight a big, massive threat and whatnot of evil. So that's the whole thing. What happened if all these heroes came together, and thus the story of Heroes Unite was born, where it starts off following the game of Mass Effect 3 with Mass Effect. Yes, wow, indeed. So if you know the video game franchise of Mass Effect, then that's like the kind of like the starter series that then expands into like everything else here. So the story takes place during the events of Mass Effect 3 near the end game, where then following the defeat of the pro-human organization Cerberus, Commander Shepard and his friends are about to launch their assault on the Earth when they come across something, and eventually that something propels them onto a massive multiversal adventure across the multiverse to gather together an even bigger army than just their galaxy. An army consisting of heroes and other armies from other universes, other franchises. These other franchises consist of popular franchises and whatnot, such as, let me see, find the right one. Here we go. So here is basically a little guide into the franchise utilized in the first Heroes Unite story. We have Halo. What?
Here, you know what's funny? I thought this was going to be
my reaction to it.
I thought this was going to be as ridiculous as Wolf's whole fucking list. This is actually a lot more organized than just image.
I'm a bit more.
I can see.
I plan on making. I mean, to be fair, I will probably make a list like it, but like a bit more organized, where it's like gonna be separated to a degree, not just continuing on and stuff. But so the first story. Oh shit, Dragon Age. Yep, Dragon Age is one of these series involved. So as you can see here and stuff, Group 1 is basically the series that I'm involved with the original Heroes Unite, as I call it, the movie, because I have some other stuff planned for it, for like a franchise story sort of thing. But Heroes Unite, basically, Mass Effect serves as the like primary focus universe, because the main enemy is the Reapers from the Mass Effect series, where they gain the ability to traverse across the multiverse to these different franchises / universes. So they start attacking these other universes and stuff like that. So they go to places such as the Star Wars universe, the Halo universe, Lord of the Rings, One Piece, Doctor Who, Teenage Mutant Turtles, Transformers, all these universes, and they start attacking them. So basically what happens in the story propels the Commander Shepard and his team to start traveling to these universes to recruit each universe's chosen heroes, as well as any of their allies, military allies and of the sort. And at the end of it all and stuff, once they've gathered all the heroes from all of these different universes and stuff like that, they travel back. They bring them all back to the Mass Effect universe, launch an attack against the Reapers, who have gathered their own allies in the form of villains and their armies from each of these universes. And as such, it's a big good versus evil battle on the Earth in the Mass Effect universe to decide the fate of the multiverse. Spoiler alert, the good guys win and defeat the bad guys.
We have two. I agree with Hank here. We have too many of that.
We need the heroes losing and more evil Superman stories. That's what we need in this economy.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Look, we're Okay, look, we're gonna talk about those kind of tropes for crossovers in another fucking episode. Not right now. Right now is the first few episodes are going to be all about the crossovers we are doing.
Yep.
Except me, because I haven't started mine up yet.
Seriously, we need more grim dark stuff. I mean, you know, I'm a simple person. I enjoy writing the whole good versus evil thing, and you know, I'm a simple person. You know, like that's just my kind of thing. You know,
in the grim darkness of the 45th millennium,
and
there is only war.
Okay, now things are better.
no.
Okay, I like this. I like this look now. Here we go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah, I hate that it took this long. I was not
All right.
prepared in the least bit for this, and I apologize for that, people. I
Live
I have-
footage from the multiverse.
I have no one to blame but myself. Not gonna lie, I was a
Uh,
bit nervous, and so yeah. But
man.
You're doing better than I am. You're not quite as
But,
nervous as I was when I started.
but yeah. So basically,
I was a jitter.
all of these universes here take place, like, are part of the original Heroes Unite. I do, and if you have noticed, there are like some like series and stuff like that, like Andromeda, Rebels. Those aren't part of the original story. Those are just things I have planned for later on and stuff. Because the Heroes Unite story and stuff, this story is only the beginning. Following this, I have a lot more stuff planned out for the future, where I plan on expanding into different. So first things first, after and stuff would be this story right here, Rise of Cthulhu. And if you know anything about
Okay, G. Lovecraft.
Yes, hey?
No, it was just the sudden emergence of Cthulhu that threw me off. We went from Reapers, like, yes, the Reapers, and it's like, okay, then Cthulhu shows up. I'm like, wait, hold on, give me a minute. Just
yes, but how are you a
Hold
hero when you're a monster? I don't understand what you mean by that.
Oof. I hate when the questions are asked like that.
Oh, simple. Just literally ask any of the old Marvel Transformers characters.
Ooh. Yeah, that's that's a good point.
would they beat Cthulhu?
Apparently, we're the only two who know that.
Everyone talked about Reapers and stuff similar. Warrior, Cthulhu, yes. Yeah. So here's where things kind of like are because you know this story started off in like 2013. So over time things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
Originally, I was going to do Heroes Unite the movie, and then following that, it was going to be straight into Heroes Unite the series. But a friend I made along the way and stuff from a website wiki that I used to be a part of and whatnot, community, he wanted to get involved with my my verse and stuff, my stories and stuff. And so he brought up the idea of making a sequel story with Cthulhu in it. So that's how Rise of Cthulhu came to be. So this was like back in, let me literally bring this up too and stuff, because funny story, we were trying to kind of work on both stories simultaneously. Didn't end up going very well.
Oh, obviously.
Well,
Because, you know,
ongoing comics.
So,
Oops.
so
Hey, is it okay if this character shows up in my comic? Oh, I killed him.
So here's not Rise of Cthulhu, and this is back in 2015. So like literally so we started that story 2 years after this, which obviously I only just finished this story recently. So yeah, we were trying to do both these stories at the same time. And obviously as time went on and I got better at writing the story, figuring things out more and all that, I realized I need to focus on the first story, and then we can do some sequel stuff when I have everything actually like figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart idea, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be writing the sequel while you're still writing the first one.
Yeah. And
What are
if
you
you watch,
talking about?
and
Of
if
course
you
you do.
and if you watch this BG, that's my friend. Nothing mean by it, but we should have started the first. We should have finished the first story first before starting the sequel.
Oof.
But yeah. So first story, and then Rise of Cthulhu is the sequel movie to the to the original story, and then from there we have Heroes Unite the series as the sequel to both of them. So in a way, I guess you could say Rise of Cthulhu would be more like a midquel, because like depending on when I like start and everything and stuff like that. And yeah, that's and we're still, so Heroes Night, the movie is basically planned out, and then right now I and him are in the process of like still figuring things out for both Rise of Cthulhu and the series and stuff. So while we have like the main series for the main Heroes Night, the movie figured out, we're not time has changed since we started on Rise of Cthulhu, that there's now kind of like a unconfirmed and like confirmed series for what's going to be appearing.
Roster.
Yes, a roster of sorts. Let me bring that up. If I can find it. Let's here we go. Yeah. So spoiler alert for Rise of Cthulhu coming up. Here are the confirmed and unconfirmed series that are going to be appearing in the sequel movie.
Okay.
So in the confirmed universes we have is Quake and stuff. No, everyone knows that franchise at all. I actually was playing through it literally just like within the past 2 weeks. Got through all the games, so pretty good series and stuff. All these franchises come from my friend BG. So like these all like franchises I know personally like nothing about other than like a few. So like that's why I'm having to like kind of have like a learning curve with these and stuff. With the original Heroes Unite, with the original Heroes Unite, I used universes, franchises that I knew a lot about. Save for maybe one franchise. I will get to that in a bit and stuff. But here are the universes confirmed for Rise of Cthulhu, in which we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing like a bit of like merging of like multiple separate universes and stuff like that. So for example, one of the confirmed universes that my friend BG wants to explore in the sequel is Star Trek and stuff. Started watching that show, and we're going to be doing a little something where we combine the original timeline and the movie timeline together in a way and stuff like that. Same with Starship Troopers and whatnot, and Battlestar Galactica. So with Rise of Cthulhu, we're looking to bring like, because say for example, the DC and Marvel in my original story and stuff. I need to bring that back up. Oops.
Ringtone just said, so you're not sure if it's canon or going to make it to the script/book.
Sounds about right.
Wait, Batman there. Live footage for the multiverse. Okay. Bird. But
Or Batman.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh my god, I forgot where I was.
So,
All
right.
Oh,
I have so
Wait,
many.
hold on.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I have so many documents. Anyways, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so so for example, in the original story, I have, so for DC, instead of like doing truth be told, I don't read a lot of comics. I'm more of like visual, like series, like animation, TV shows, stuff like that. So for DC and Marvel, I use certain animated universes. These being for the Justice League, the DC animated universe, which shows like Batman the animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, basically those universe, and then Avengers.
DCAU.
Yeah,
Earth's
the DCU.
Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah. And then Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes for the Marvel franchise. No comic versions or anything like that. But so like when I utilize characters from these universes, those were the specific universes I chose them from, not like the comics or any other like, because Marvel, DC, they all have their different universes themselves. So like these are the specific universes I chose for my Heroes and I Story because I personally knew each of these shows and stuff like that. So that's why I chose to utilize them. Whereas with Rise of Cthulhu, my friend BG's plan is to merge all these separate universes, timelines, and stuff like that into, so that way we have like multiple Star Trek timelines, XCOM, Starship, and all that appearing in Rise of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
So other than Quake, other confirmed universes so far include Duke Nukem, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So gonna be
Endgame, pre Far From Home.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it post Endgame, pre Far From Home, and then kind of because we do have something in mind there. Star Trek, we're gonna be basically again, as I said before, we're gonna be combining the original timeline, so like all the series, and then combining it with the movie timeline, even though they're like separate parallel universes, as I refer to them as. Anime, manga, Familiar Zero, Wolfenstein, Doom, Wolf.
Hey! Oh, Jesus.
No idea what's gonna be like there yet, stuff, because I need to do some research and stuff like that, and haven't gotten to that yet. Some other stuff, and yeah. And this is not the anime Overlord. This is a
Okay, I was gonna say, is this like Overlord, like the anime, or is this the game Overlord?
Yeah, this is the video game Overlord.
Because I'm not gonna lie, that video game is very obscure. Not many people actually know about the fucking game.
I played the demo of it when it was like years ago when it first came out, but like
both.
But yeah, so we're gonna be using the video game Overlord, Wolfenstein and Doom. Oh god, I know, right? But so these are
this ought to be fine.
Dear God,
get bloody, huh?
Huge guts.
The younger characters from the more like Sora are going to be horrified.
But round table of grim dark universes that are in the Rise of Cthulhu series.
Yeah, actually, and that's something like my friend talked about as well. Is like how for my Heroes Night, you notice for the most part, all of it is like kind of like tame stuff. Like you have like Halo, you have Mass Effect, like stuff like that. But they're like like they can be violent, but they are rather tame for the most part. Whereas,
so long as you don't look deeply into the lore.
Yeah.
However, shows and games like Starship Troopers, Mortal Kombat, Doom, Wolfenstein, that shit is not afraid to get bloody.
Yeah, they
just horrifying.
Yes. So as you can imagine, so while we do have like some young heroes from like the original series, like for example, we have Kingdom Hearts, and stuff. Bro, how are you gonna put Bioshock in there? Well, I will get to again. Not everything's figured out yet for Rise of Cthulhu. We're still working on figuring things out there. But yeah, we have we have the original series. We have Kingdom Hearts. We have Fairy Tail. So we do have like some very young heroes. So that's something for sure to like explore and stuff, because there are some more violent universes in Rise of Cthulhu that it's like, how would these young heroes, who even though they've been a part of a war and stuff, having fought the Reaper war conflict and all that, again, still somewhat tamed compared to like some of these other universes. So it's it's like an idea and stuff like that. But these are the confirmed universes, and then we have some unconfirmed universes here. My friend is still figuring out some stuff from here. So we have stuff like Falling Skies, which I've actually seen the series, pretty good if you haven't, but have not decided anything on that. Alan Wake, which if anyone's excited, they announced the sequel finally after years. The original Brendan Fraser Mummy films, amazing. And then these were
nice.
like ideas and stuff for universe, but we canceled them for like reasons reasons.
Right.
Strive, X-Men Movieverse. But yeah. this is mostly the plan we have for Rise of Cthulhu, and and stuff.
All right. So, is there anything else?
I'm hyped.
Is there anything else, Pro, you want to show us before we tear into you, giving you ideas and also criticizing your potential?
Anything before this turns into a roast session?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
as you can see, like I said, I have lots of stuff here. It's up to. I feel like if I go forever, obviously, yeah. But like that's Rise of Cthulhu. Then we have like the series, because like I said, I plan on doing expanding like expanding the whole Heroes Nightverse with a lot of stuff. So like following Rise of Cthulhu would be then the series. So like the main stuff. A lot of stuff here is in the reworks because again things were like being planned out years ago before I even finished the original story, and then so like. There's like all sorts of things and stuff like that. That's just like I kind of need a little reworking on and stuff like. But so like I'm being thorough about everything and stuff. So like let me just expand this super quick. So like when it comes to the series, I have stuff like like episode guide, ideas, little something, chronicles. So and the idea. Oh
no, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, I was reading a question actually from the stream chat. I have one question. What is the direction of the script? Right now, it's just a simple good versus evil, and then figuring things out from there.
Yep.
Like I said, a lot of things are still being worked on. The first movie, while it is complete, I am reworking a lot of the earlier chapters because as I worked on the movies over time, I grew in like writing experience, story writing, all that. So like for example, let me show. So like for example, the Universe of the Straw Hats Part 1. Like writing for this is kind of like I'll admit it's bad. Like because I made this way back when I was like starting out, when I was just starting out and like story writing stuff. And then if you were to read that compared to like one of my more recent final chapters, it's like you will definitely notice the clear difference in like how like I've evolved a bit better over time and stuff. So it's just a very, very rough draft. Yes. I started the Heroes Uniteverse out when I was young, and I was like, I want to do this. Only as I grew older and older, it's like, I should have planned things out a bit better.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that your dreams were crushed. Just me.
Again, I started the story in 2013. I was like in my young teens and stuff, I would think.
Yeah,
So,
trust me, we've all had those moments.
I've been there too.
So
I'm
I
still there.
My eyes.
It's just like crossovers like vary from quality to quality. Like you can have some gems, and then you can have just shit that's just not so much gems.
Yeah.
And if you try to put in your
Like
own
those
hands,
weird Pooh crossovers.
yeah, like if you try to put in your own hands, yes, you have to also keep in mind that you are going to be criticized for what you do, but it's also a way for you to say, okay, how can I improve my storytelling, basically.
Bro is gonna be sent to the grave. Well then.
Oh yeah.
Hey, to be fair,
I like we have this preface of like, well, when you put your stuff out there, you're gonna get criticized, so like, and that's part of growing up to preface us about to absolutely rip you apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
no,
we're helping you.
Yeah, no, you should see some of the reviews. You should see
Yeah.
some of the nasty reviews I've gotten. Some of them not even
SoPro's
reviews.
just on the ground bleeding with his bones broken, and we're just like, we're trying to help, man.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
This is to help you.
I'm not gonna show you any of it now and stuff because like lots of other stuff to talk about.
It is probably not Twitch friendly. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And as I said before, some of them weren't even reviews. They were just people saying random shit to just be mean. It's like, really?
Baloney.
I don't know what to say.
I've been there.
The internet can be weird. People literally just have nothing better to do with their life sometimes.
You just get like from it's like me, Grimlock, give this review a cesium salami out of 0.
I'm not even joking. If I remember correctly and stuff,
Grimlock actually did show up.
Yeah, someone just wrote Grimlock didn't show up.
Yeah,
He showed up at your house and was like, "We read your story."
I'm not even joking. Legit, I think there was like a guy who reviewed my story. All he did was literally like talk about just talk about me physically because like he's like I'm just like, how does that have anything to do with the story?
Shitty reviewer. Awesome. Give us their username right now.
Yeah, well, we'll go teach them how to actually review.
Yeah,
We'll review them live, and then Gordon Ramsay them.
We'll raid his house.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff here for the series.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff here is kind of in the reworks. And then if you're wondering what this right here is, your Heroes Unite Chronicles. Basically, it's my idea of like anime OVAs that you would see, in anime and stuff, like just random kind of one-off episodes and stuff like that. All this is like super old, so like that all needs a rework and stuff. All my more recent like series stuff is kind of like here, facts, notes. As you can see, I'm being very thorough. I got general notes, group roster, organization, technology, characters, lots of.
Okay, I've gone from being inspired to envious and jealous.
Let me just open each of these individually so you can take a look at some of them.
Just get us angry before we critique.
Yeah, you're just adding fuel to your own.
You're just envious now and insecure.
I don't know what to say. I don't either. I like being. I've had a learning experience, and it's like I want to be thorough if I'm going to do this. Make sure everything makes sense.
Pro.
Yeah.
If you have any final words and last will to give, you may want to do it now because we are going to tear into you for this.
Yes. Well, they are.
Unanimously agreed that
to my
nice.
To my amazing crossover friends, I leave nothing. Fuck you all.
That's about right.
Yeah, to be honest, he actually took my note.
Emotional damage. I agree, right? Indeed, emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So, like I said, I like being thorough. So, stuff I've been doing for the the Heroes Unite series, I separate things like universe notes. So I give like each universe their separate notes. That way, it's easier to tell like what's what. So, for example, Avatar: The Last Airbender universe notes. Minor note: I'm gonna have the Kyoshi. Anyone who's seen Avatar: The Last Airbender and stuff, I'm gonna have the Kyoshi War. I know, bruh. I'm gonna have the Kyoshi warriors and stuff, and I even have like links and all that to help me out. Train some of the early unit. Spoiler alert! Multi-Universal Alliance military, and the League of Heroes, and the technique of cheat blocking, both to help heroes and alliance soldiers deal with benders while stationed in the four nations, as well as aiding them in striking Inhumans' pressure points to render them combat ineffective. Because it's actually like a good thing to know, because pressure points.
True.
All right.
And then, and then stuff like that. So like, each universe has its own stuff. For example, in my Heroes Unite-verse, I actually have Admiral Anderson survive the events of Mass Effect 3. He doesn't die. Some other stuff.
Hey, more Keith David.
Yeah, Keith David. Spoiler, I'm going to be having Voltron Legendary Defender involved in the show at some point. And then, like, I'm figuring some other stuff out. So that's universe notes. Character notes. This I literally just started working on last night. So stuff I'm like working on is like giving. I'm like obviously like only listing like the more important details and stuff like that. Things that may come up at some point. So for example, giving stuff like Commander John Shepard. He has his default male appearance. His birth date in case there's ever an idea for an episode involving his birthday. He has the Spacer, war hero background. He's a full Paragon personality with a bit of Renegade, depending on the situation. I'm doing a little something different, giving him a little combination of Soldier, Adept, Sentinel, and Vanguard classes. So he's able to use Soldier abilities and Biolex, but no tech-based stuff. Ashley Williams is his girlfriend. Not gonna lie, every time I try to play a different playthrough of Mass Effect, I just end up doing her and stuff again. Kind of like I just imagine. Well, more of like it's like I just imagine her for some reason be like the default kind of like romance option and stuff.
Fair enough.
I'm fairly certain you disappoint every other Mass Effect player.
Yeah, probably, but like I said, and here's the thing: I have actually tried doing different playthroughs and stuff. Funny story, where it's like, the way I do games like Mass Effect and Dragon Age is where it's like I romance the the character based on like my class and stuff like that. So like if I'm a normal soldier, it's Ashley. If I'm like an adept or a biotic, it's Liara. If I'm tech, it's Sally, and so on and so forth. Like I legit that way, it's like you experience different playthroughs and stuff like that, and not just
Fair enough.
I am tempted to see if you to invite you to a game of SWTOR to see how you play through it.
I'm always gonna do good. No. I'm always gonna do good though. I can never bring myself to do evil things. So I've always done Paragon no matter what.
All right. So if you're ever streaming, you're going to be horrified with all the choices I make. Okay.
All right. But background, relationship: Ashley Williams, girlfriend, eventual wife; Hannah Shepard, mother; unknown father. Spoiler alert, Jane Shepard, sister. I got something in mind to maybe bring in.
Hey, that's
yeah. Spoiler. Basically, I literally came up with this idea last night. I'm gonna be taking a little idea from the Earthborn background Shepard, where he like grew up on Earth and stuff, and was raised by a street gang and all that, and doing things, but for Jane Shepard, where basically the idea is she was kidnapped at birth and raised on Earth, and basically has the Earthborn Shepard background and whatnot, and eventually Shepard finds his long lost sister, and stuff like that.
Ooh,
like I said, cool
family drama.
Are we sure it's not just one of those cloning processes that went horribly wrong? Or right?
I think clone Shepard from the Citadel is enough. Liara is the most common love interest for John. I mean, again, I don't know. That's just how I see things. Like, again, I just do things a bit different from most people. I'm built different. But
aren't we all?
That character stuff. Then we have this. I also started working on last night. Technology, trying to basically list everything down to like help me realize like certain things and stuff like that. Again, this is all for like helpful information, stuff like that. And whatnot.
Is it any wonder people are afraid of technology? Technology! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And then organization group rosters. This helped me to figure out who's in what organization, stuff like that. So, for example, if you know the basic concept of the Just League and Avengers is all Earth's mightiest heroes and whatnot coming together, form a league of heroes and stuff. That's what I'm doing. Following the Reaper War and in the beginning of Heroes Unite the series is all the heroes from the first movie still figuring things out from Rise of Cthulhu again. They come together and form their own hero organization called the League of Heroes. Super simple, nothing complex. Gets the point across. They're literally a League of Heroes and stuff like that. So all these heroes from like the original universes, along with some.
Right. Like I said, at least this is a lot more organized. But holy shit, I think you need to stop.
I say nay to the haters and add more.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, like when we get to it, I shouldn't be encouraging you to add more, but I'm gonna fucking do it.
Well, I'm gonna get to that eventually too when it comes to like series and all that. But like, so here's the League of Heroes, and then I'm even going into like the whole subgroup. So like, for example, the League of Heroes Council, the Council, or the Council of Legends. That's gonna be their nickname and stuff. So like basically like the Just League DCU, where they had the main 7 as like a council to like kind of lead the League of like the Just League, all that. the League of Heroes will have their own council made up of like the leader heroes and like experienced heroes. So like Command Shepard, he's a leader obviously, so he's gonna be part of the council. The Master Chief is going to be an experienced hero, so he's gonna be part of the council and stuff like that. So, and in fact, I've already made a fact about this and stuff like that. Let me bring that up super quick. That kind of delves into things a bit more, although I'm probably gonna be changing things. So here we go. So here I have a fact on the Council of Legends. They act as the sort of heads / leaders of the League of Heroes and stuff. They are made up of leaders and more experienced members from various hero teams or organizations, and the main purpose of the council is to oversee the entire league itself and all of its members, and and they deal with politics and stuff like that. Fun.
But Obi-Wan would once say, "Oh no, I'm not brave enough for politics."
I mean, not everyone would be involved in politics and stuff. For example, do you really think Master Chief is gonna want to deal with that stuff?
Hell no.
Master Chief, what are you doing at the Galactic Republic Senate? Sir, giving Senator Palpatine emergency power.
But
and then he just has the same dialogue as Jar Jar.
I think we should give emergency power.
Misa propose.
and then,
Misa propose.
and then
Master Chief takes off his helmet and it's Jar Jar Binks.
No, we did not talk about him taking off his helmet.
And also a Lord of the Sith.
I think
Jar Jar secretly Master Chief and a Sith Lord.
Oh God!
No.
A Sith Lord?
No! God, I'm gonna have to use that.
Sith Lord?
I'm gonna have to use that scene now from the new Halo show where he takes off his helmet in the very first episode, and it's just Jar Jar underneath.
oh, thank God.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I feel like that'll
Anyway.
probably make these better. But anyways, yeah, back on.
Anywho, yeah, back on track before.
So the League of Heroes also has their subgroups, such as the Council, Monitors Division, just so like they oversee like all the missions multiverse wide, stuff like that. Science and Technology Division, create all the technology, science, deal with all the science stuff like that. We have the Supernatural Division, Mechanics Division, Medical Division, all that. And that's what I got so far. I'm pretty sure that's like going to be like the only major divisions really in the League of Heroes and all that.
Jesus Christ, I need to steal some of this.
Hey!
I mean, borrow.
Yeah.
Borrow. That's what,
We don't.
borrow.
We probably need to move on. Oh God!
Close to your eyeballs, I want to get.
And then I even made like a separate like whatchamacallit for the heroes who declined the invasion, because not everyone would really see the League as like their sort of forte, like their thing, or they just have other things.
I do not see.
or just have like other
I
things
do
to
not
work about.
I do not see a violently rejected Grimlock just in this list. Prime, be Grimlock don't want to be on in council. Prime on council. Me no like Prime.
But I even made those basically of like all the heroes who don't join the League as well and stuff for like a variety of reasons, whether it's just not really their sort of thing or they have like their own stuff to attend to and stuff before it's like maybe I'll join like basically in the future and stuff like that, but not at the moment. So I got that.
Fair enough.
And then here's like some new things you guys have yet to learn about: the Multi-Universal Alliance, which is going to be as basically, so the military allies of the League of Heroes, they gained the idea upon learning about the League of Heroes, so like we should do our own thing, and they create their own multiversal organization of like all these different militaries and stuff like that. So for the Mass Effect universe, you have like the Systems Alliance and stuff, the Turian military, the Sari, Solarian, all that. You have the UNSC from the Halo universe, the Reunited Kingdom of Men from Lord of the Rings, which could Gondor Arnor, the ecosystem of Dragon Age. Still working out on things from like 21st century universe and stuff like that. Right now, I got like some NATO, so like the normal U.S. military, UK, France, Canada, stuff like that. Now, I'm still working on like 21st century stuff like that. Originally, it was going to be the U.S. military, but I thought no, I should probably get like other countries in there as well, so it's not mostly U.S. and all that.
Bias.
Yeah. And then the Republic military, clones and all that. And then, of course, we have the subgroups for the Multiverse Alliance. We have the Army, Air Force, the Marine Corps. Fun fact, spoiler: I plan on making the 501st Legion into a Marine division or Legion, because they definitely fit the bill of like badass of like being Marines.
Well, kind of. I see them more as just in like standard army, but just them being a fucking sledgehammer.
To be fair, they always are on like the front lines of like the biggest battle. So like it's like that's kind of like why I felt, you know what, I could make the 501st, a Marine Legion for the MUA's Marine Corps, because like they're always on like the front lines of the biggest battles in the Clone Wars. So might as well whatchamacallit.
I'm. Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I feel like actually the 7th Sky Corps was bigger than the 501st, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little confusing with how they handle the different legions and stuff like that in Star Wars. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. And then MUA, Navy, Spec Ops, and all that stuff. And I'm gonna be doing a little something with Gondor where they make their own Spec Ops and stuff.
Ooh.
Yep.
That should be interesting.
If anyone's ever played Lord of the Rings Conquest, they're going to be a little inspired by the scouts from this game and stuff.
Yeah, I know the scouts. Just stabby stabs.
Yeah, stuff like that.
They go straight in there, bow and arrows and sniper rifles.
Well,
it's what's funny is that every time I see the Gondorian scouts, they're just doing the gremlin pose, or like the autistic screeching, just.
And to add on to that stuff with the whole scout thing, I'm gonna have it where these guys kind of get some training and whatnot from the assassins of the Assassin's Creed universe. So Altair, Ezio, and Connor, who in this story, it's not really them and stuff. Like they aren't so the Altair, Ezio, and Connor that joined the League of Heroes and that exist in the modern Assassin's Creed universe aren't really them. They're more of like avatars created from their DNA and stuff like that. Because if timeline
idea.
Because if you try, because the whole rule of like time and stuff still does exist, where like if you were to mess with the past, that could affect the future. So like, taking important figures like Altair, Ezio, and Connor out from their past, especially with how important they are, that would really mess up the timeline of the Assassin's Creed universe a lot. So basically to fix that, the heroes go back in time, take some DNA from them and stuff, and so they're able to make like basic avatar copies of them in the modern day.
Also, I just did a quick little search up on sort of the size of the 501st and 7th Sky Corps. Apparently, the 501st is actually a battalion, so it's 576 clones, while the 7th Sky Corps is 36,864 troopers.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
yeah, it's all bigger. Yeah. Like I said, the whole thing can be a bit confusing, so that's why, I'm going to do what I can when I get there.
But the 501st are apparently elite troops, so,
Yeah, that's why I felt, with how elite they are, that's why I felt, I feel like they would probably fit into the whole Marine, status quo, you could say, maybe?
That
makes sense.
There's been a rebellion, sir. You have to leave. I'm sorry, sir. You cannot enter. You are cringe.
And
so it must be.
So when are we going to get to the roasting?
Yeah, all right.
Sorry. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff I can talk about.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep going or do you want to stop?
Okay, so we probably have enough time. Like we can honestly fill out the episode with with this whole
I kind of
Oh,
definitely,
yeah.
I definitely evolved from like explaining like the beginning of it to like going into like just lots of stuff that's going on because to be like I said, there's a lot. So
But
Yeah.
but I do feel like it is time for us
yeah,
to give critiques, ideas, suggestions, and also maybe a wee bit of bullying.
fair enough.
A wee bit. So,
A wee bit.
first to soften you up, chat if you have any questions.
If you have any
Feel free
questions
to, or critiques, lay it on Pro. He can take it. He's
you,
a big boy.
if you're in the Twitch stream, you just type in the stream chat. If you're in the Discord server, we have our own Podverse questions you can ask there. So yep.
I'll make the
Okay, here's one question, I guess. Wait, you are looking for some sci-fi stuff? Not really and stuff. Like I am doing like a kind of mixture of like everything, ancient, 21st century, and sci-fi stuff. So I'm like not really looking into anything particular. It's just more of like whatever series I come across and if it catches my interest, it's like I'll watch it and figure stuff out from there, And I make sure to kind of watch enough of the series or watch it entirely where then I decide if it's going to be part of my Heroes Unite verse or not, because I don't want to like do a series and while I enjoy it, there's like nothing more from it. It's just like, there are some criterias and stuff I need to fit before it can be added in. I can't just add it in just because I like it. There needs to be stuff like how I can make it fit and all that, and yeah. All right, got another question here. Oh, that's you.
I have a question.
Go on.
Do you plan to add any other game series like stuff from, say, Nintendo or stuff like that?
If you're referring to stuff like Mario Bros, Link,
Yeah,
Zelda.
we're
Zelda,
referring to Mario Party
Mario.
actually, and Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis.
And only Mario titles.
Mario wise, I'm not sure. Like I said, I do have like a strict. I will have to make like a strict criteria of sorts, and I don't know. I'll be honest. I just never really like gotten into like the Mario stuff. Zelda, I just haven't gotten around to playing any of those games. It's a mixture of like I just never really have gotten into playing the games, and like some other stuff. So like, cause growing up, I've mostly been like a PlayStation, Xbox stuff. So like, never really done any like Nintendo stuff except every now and then. So Mario wise, it's questionable. I will admit, Mario wise, it's questionable. Zelda would probably be a bit closer because I feel like he would at the very least fit in. But again, I would have to play their series and stuff like that first because I don't want to just go off of like online. I'm like more of the visual learner, like playing through the games, watching the shows, stuff like that before making the decision, not just going online and like, ooh, I want to do this and that. Otherwise, it's like, okay, at that point, just add everything in and then, yeah. Was that? Unintentional call out there. My bad, Wolf.
I feel like I can't help but feel targeted.
I didn't intend it that way. I'll be honest.
He's figuring you out, Wolf.
Yeah, you did kind of single me out there, pal. Even if it wasn't intentional. Of course.
Why you sound like
SpongeBob?
Any other questions?
All right, I have a few.
All right.
Did you ever plan to add, say, like any other like era, like universes of like say one, like let's use Transformers for example.
Transformers Prime and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff not just like Prime, also like maybe animated or
and other stuff. So let me clarify things. So the Transformers, I do have the Transformers in my my verse.
You have
yes, I use the Michael Bay version of the Transformers. Because not gonna lie, I'm one of those people who actually enjoy the films. They're not masterpieces. I'm not saying that. I'm a simple person. I enjoyed them for the action, and yeah.
I have my grievances with them, but the action's okay. Although,
yeah, but same.
And plus, it gives me a little like they kind of have their own military allies. That's kind of why I went with them.
Yeah.
And like Nest, the U.S. forces and stuff like that. Whereas like I guess you could say like the other shows probably have their like human allies. I just don't remember them off the top of my head. Because to be honest, I've seen a lot of Prime, but the military never really got involved a whole lot. I saw the original G1 years ago. Again, the U.S. Human military never got involved. And I've yet to get to any of the other series, so that's why Michael Bay verse was my choice, was to give them both heroes and military allies in the form of Ness. But anyways, back to your question.
Right.
Yes. So to give a little back, whatchamacallit here as well, is unlike some other crossover verses like Wolf's Gardenverse, where they're combined together into a single universe. I'm the old school way of like these franchises are all separate universes and stuff. So alternate universe. Thank you.
You son of a bitch!
So like it's all I just feel like it's a lot easier that way in my thing. And then, that way is like, other stuff. But so the way my universe works is there's alternate universes that are entirely different from each other, so Mass Effect, Halo, those are all alternate universes. Now there are some universes that are alternate, but they are rather close to each other. They could be considered brother-sister universes, but I'll get to that maybe at another time. But then the more simple, like, so DCAU, DC and all that stuff, universes would be considered parallel universes. So like the Justice Lords, or if there was ever an evil version of the Justice League, those kind of guys, they would exist in parallel universes. So like universes that they fit like the characters and stuff of that universe. They're just slightly different in a way. So like, for example, Transformers Prime would be a parallel universe. The G1 universe would be a parallel universe. All those would be parallel universes to a degree because they share the same characters to a degree, or the same species and whatnot with the Transformers. It's just their history and whatnot are different, but they just share enough stuff that makes them parallel universes, not alternate universes, if that makes sense. But
I was about to say, take a shot every time Pro says parallel universes.
But yeah, I do. I may end up doing parallel universe crossover stuff. For example, let me actually bring it up because whatchamacallit stuff, yeah, because I do have something I want to do with the Avatar. For example, this was something I was working on and stuff, where like there will be an eventual arc crossover right here. So Heroes Unite, Last Airbender, Legend of Korra crossover. So like they would be going into a parallel universe with Korra, where it's basically the original series, because in this universe the Korra cast have no idea who the League of Heroes or Multi-Universe Alliance are. So again, like a little crossover, parallel universe and all that. So yes, crossovers and parallel universes of like different series and stuff like that are an idea I want to do. It just depends on the universes and stuff, and if I ever get around to watching them.
I know that pain.
Hang on a second. Before any more questions come up, would like to ask you this: are you looking for any crossover sci-fi like to add? Not anything in particular, no. Like I said, I just go on stuff like I know of. So like, and if I come across something, I bookmark it to watch at a later date. So anything I've seen, I bookmark it. Otherwise, there's nothing I know about, but just haven't bookmarked or that like really comes to mind of like, oh, I want to add it immediately. So if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next question.
Anyone? Before we get on to suggestions and critique the fuck out of it.
Oh, no, he had a bit more questions. He has a couple.
Who does?
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. Here we go. One more. Could you tell a bit about the Big Bad, because I want to offer a crossover idea. Oh, I mean, well, each thing will obviously have its own Big Bad. So like the original Heroes Unite, the movie, the Big Bads were the Reapers and Cerberus and their allies, Rise of Cthulhu is going to be Cthulhu and his own allies that he's going to be gathering and stuff. Get to that another time if it comes up. And then the series, there's going to be, separate villains and stuff like that. No overarching Like, I do have something planned for, like, a kind of, like, finale sort of thing, but, like, I want to work things out first before I talk about it. It's just an idea in my head at the moment, not really. But, like, no, like, overarching from, like, beginning to end. Like, it'd just be, like, multiple different villains from time to time, depending on, like, the arc and stuff like that.
All right.
Makes sense.
So,
All right.
All right. Now on to suggestions
Mm.
or critiques.
Such as critiques, whatever we want to talk about.
Because I have a few.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hush, all of you. I'm not going to go that hard.
Oh, no.
Right.
I will send you to Jesus.
You're going to Brazil.
Anyways, so,
Jesus Christmas, you go.
You're going to Brazil to meet
Jesus.
Brazil Jesus.
so other than, the fact you have your plan for expanding the Heroes Unite, probably a roster and whatnot, you could have it to where, there could be, like, maybe times where they encounter these parallels,
Yeah.
and perhaps, this could end up in a situation where those who are stuck in that said parallel universe have to sort of navigate around it and try to, adapt to it. So, like, say, I don't know, Master Chief ends up in the parallel universe where apparently the Justice Syndicate is ruling over the planet. Yes, that is basically the evil version of the Justice League, by the way.
Yeah.
With Owlman and whatnot. Or hell, even for shits and giggles, like have Shepard be in a parallel universe of, like, Transformers animated. I don't know, just try to, when you're doing these, like, ideas and parallels, just study them first and not just, like, watch them visually, but also, read on them and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's my suggestion. Just do a bit more of
Research.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna do research and stuff. So, like, that's
I also recommend just looking at a character's, like, feats and whatnot if you're gonna add them in, because you need to realize how are they gonna, fit in without being completely fucking,
yeah.
dominating.
That I will, like, so, like, I definitely want to kind of, like, take things a bit more realistic with, like, how each character is represented and stuff like that to, like, a degree, like I said, it depends and stuff. Like, obviously I'm going to try to match them as close as possible to, like, their original, like, source material and all that. Depending on the
Makes
universe.
sense.
Now,
Right.
spoiler alert, while I do plan on Master Chief becoming the badass of my universe, akin to Doomslayer being the badass of Wolf's Guardianverse, again, it's, like, going to be in a way that, like, makes sense. So, like, yes, he is going to be considered so something I'm planning on doing is making Master Chief kind of, like, again, the badass of the League of Heroes. He's, like, the hero every villain fears. Now, yes, because here's the thing. He may not be the strongest hero, like Hulk, Superman, whatnot. He may not be the fastest, but take consideration his strength, his speed, and he is a soldier. So he's willing to, kill to protect innocent lives. That would kind of scare a lot of villains to, like, oh, I don't want to mess with this guy. So, like,
Right.
He will be, like, the badass because of stuff like that. So, like, he is strong, fast, and he's willing to, Now, reckon I do have it where, like, the League will have rules pertaining to universes. So, like, for example, the DC, Marvel, where they don't kill, like, they're going to have technology that will allow heroes and soldiers to bring the villains down without killing them, because that's how the heroes from that universe want to work. But if things, like, go far enough, that's when it could be like a kill confirm like order sort of thing, depending on like the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let me
see.
read chat super quick. Then the suggestion would be hard to think about on what to offer, but if you're interested in StarCraft, would be a good place to look for if you want to try add a big bad or hero in our army for good or bad. The way it will be crossover is something I could do, so you won't have to worry about much. StarCraft is a series I've seen and stuff. I just have yet to get around to it, like everything else. So, will it get into Heroes Night eventually? Who knows? It all depends on time, really. Because, like I said, my list of games, shows, and whatnot is very long.
Yep.
You should see mine.
Yeah, so
Like,
let us all see.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Anyone else got suggestions from our Discord or from our or chat? This is just the same people again.
Questions, suggestions, anything?
No, we are not allowed to ask those kind of questions ever again.
What questions?
Are you single?
Oh,
Yes,
God.
sadly.
Sir, what question, sir? You know what you fucking did last time.
Else?
I was hoping Sarah to ask that so I could use that GIF that I talked about earlier.
As a fan wiki, the only thing you have to research is a bit of lore. Yeah, like I said, like I understand the whole research aspect. No matter what, like I will research things. It's just I like doing things more visually, like watching the show, playing the video game first, and then doing all the research afterwards. That's just kind of like my thing. Because again, if I just do research broadly and that's it, everything would get added in at some point, and I don't want to do that.
Yes.
You can't. You asked that question. Hey, yo, Phoenix, right?
Oh, that's actually something. How about you add Phoenix right into the fucking crossover?
Yeah,
That would be the lawyer.
The guy's a good lawyer.
Exactly.
I did watch a little bit of the Phoenix Wright anime. I got like past the first 2 episodes, then I kind of dropped it. I do plan on watching it. Otherwise, I've never played any of the games, so I got nothing.
Phoenix has
As a suggestion, your point of reference for Phoenix Wright should be Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where he puts Galactus on trial.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was perfect.
I'm not. No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing.
So what you're saying is add him into Rise of Cthulhu so he can judge Cthulhu, an elder god.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. And win.
Oh yes, yes. Do that.
Foolish mortal, I will break your mind. Madness will take over.
You've broken more than my mind. You've broken the law.
You've broken the law and you're going to court.
Oh my god, is this actually a thing? Just defending. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's legit.
Why is this a thing?
Don't ask me how he fits in there. He just does.
All right. Oh, anything else?
We still have time, gentlemen. We still have time, so.
Man, I feel a little offended. Y'all had questions for Wolf. Why am I getting nothing?
Well, because I guess because Wolf
I think because it was a thorough presentation, honestly.
Yeah, because you got, yours was more thorough and planned out, whereas mine was, not.
Yeah, Wolf was sputtering while his brain was leaking out of his ear. And
To be fair, I was muttering as well.
Yeah, but you weren't as muttering as.
Not nearly as bad as me.
Oh, someone, by the way, suggested
Starkiller,
yeah. If
Starkiller
Starkiller were to get in again, and here's the thing.
If you're trying to do this realistically, he needs to be nerfed a bit. Motherfucker could pull a Star Destroyer out of the fucking sky.
Oh, I thought we were still talking Phoenix Wright.
Starkiller on the trial.
Phoenix Wright defendant.
The fucking other side is the Star Destroyer as a humanoid.
No, I've
A Transformer Star.
Sorry, but Star Kill, because like, okay, so yeah, obviously Star Wars: The Clone Wars is like the timeline for the Star Wars universe. So I mean, who knows? I may end up, so depending on how things go and whatnot, because again, there's a lot to plan out. I could bring Starkill in either, you know, via like eventually getting to that time period where he would be created, or a parallel universe version of him. Because again, it depends on like stuff. Because yes, I am using the Clone Wars for the Star Wars choice, even though for the original story, I had a combination of the New Republic, so like Luke Skywalker and all of them, with the Clone Wars characters. Where and to explain that, I basically did where like they were parallel versions of each other, so things didn't get too complicated. But at the end of Heroes Night, spoiler alert, I had Luke and the New Republic, all that, return to their universe, and had it where the Doctor from Doctor Who brought the heroes, helped to bring the heroes together via his artists and all that, to, you know, because he was the one, he was basically the means of transport across the multiverse for the heroes. He did something where when Luke and them returned to their universe, when the portal behind them closed, it released a sort of energy wave that basically erased and or manipulated everyone's memories, so that Luke and them basically they don't remember having encountered them at all, because obviously with a situation like that where you have past characters interacting with future characters, even if they're parallel universes, it's still like a risk. And that's something I'm going to be making effective in the future, how like parallel universes work, where like, you know, some parallel universe can interact better than others. It still revolves around the whole time stream itself, where like the future cannot affect the past, even if you're in a parallel universe, because timey-wimey stuff. But
wobbly, timey-wimey bullshit.
Yeah. So like so for example, Star Wars, where like you have the New Republic era heroes interacting with the Clone Wars era heroes, they can't remember. The Clone Wars can't remember interacting with them because they're from the future, even if they're from a parallel universe. But then for the Digimon universe, it's another series in Heroes Night where you have Adventure, Tamers, Frontier, Data Squad, and all of them who are in separate parallel universes that are vastly different from each other. That, you know, their timelines are not intersecting in any way. It's like, okay, they have no issue with like interacting with each other because they don't share a time stream in any way.
I see.
So that's how that parallel stuff works.
Parallel.
Oh my god.
Parallelogram.
The stuff is so confusing but makes sense. Yeah. Again, time and space can be very confusing.
Oh, not just that. Also, crossovers can be very fucking confusing. Killer.
Yeah.
When I found you, you were but a college student in debt. Now you are a true lawyer.
Anything else, guys? Anything?
There was sort of a question that came to mind. I can't remember if you answered because my brain is always scattered. You know, because, you know, the whole thing started sort of with Mass Effect, and the first threat was against the Reapers. So my question sort of becomes, does Mass Effect, and by extension Commander Shepard, kind of act as a centerpiece of this crossverse, or does it kind of go out as it goes on?
Yes, actually, thank you for bringing that up. Okay, that's actually a good question. So the movie was focused on Commander Shepard. That much is for yes. Rise of Cthulhu, the plan with that one is going to be a bit more varied and stuff. Like, so the plan for Rise of Cthulhu is each of the universes the heroes travel to, we're going to be having a different sort of group of heroes per universe and stuff like that. So, for example, in the Quake universe, we have these heroes right here. By the way, this is an old version of the list of heroes. It's a bit different. So, in Quake universe, we have these heroes, and so which we got. But then when we go to the Duke Nukem universe, it's going to be a different group of heroes. And then there will be sort of arcs where like certain groups of heroes go to multiple universes because of something that happens. So it's going to be a bit more varied for Rise of Cthulhu. And then when we get to the series, I have something planned for this as well. When we get to the series itself, While and this idea comes from the Justice League DCU, where they kind of varied their focus characters as well. While I do plan on doing stuff like that as well, like giving other whole bunch of characters different focuses depending on the episode, the arc, stuff like that. The main characters for Heroes Unite will be these characters right here: Sora, Master Chief, Ahsoka Tano, Drago from Bakugan, Tigress from Kung Fu Panda, and Lavelle from Legend of Shima. And then we even have a second set of main characters right here: Troy Burrows, Captain Marvelous, Tsukasa Kodoya from Power Rangers, Super Sentai, and Kamen Rider, Natsu Dragonio, Lucy Arfilia, Wendy Marvel from Fairy Tail, Omnimon, Magnamon, Gallantmon from the Digimon franchises. So, like, yes, there will be, of course, episodes, arcs, and whatnot where Shepard will be returning in the series as, like, the main focus. But otherwise, there are going to be, like, different heroes serving as, like, main focuses for the series and stuff like that.
Right.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I actually have a question.
Okay.
What characters have popped in your mind that you wanted to add in Heroes Unite, and even including Heroes Unite Rise and Rise of Cthulhu, whatnot, you know, all of those? Which one has, like, have you thought of adding, but then you immediately shot it down like, no, there's no way I can work this character into?
That I could definitely name a couple and stuff for Heroes Unite, the original. Rise of Cthulhu, I can't name anything because, again, all the universes there, franchises, all from my friend, so I have no really thought put into that one. But in terms of Heroes Unite, there's a lot of universes that ended up cutting because as time went on, I realized I don't know nothing about these universes. I know them and stuff, but don't like know them and stuff to a degree. So if off the top of my head, I can think of like Devil May Cry was going to be in it, but I cut it because I truly didn't know it. I only played like the third game in the franchise growing up. Never played any of the other ones. Or I did play 4, but basically I didn't know enough info to include them and stuff. Avatar, the James Cameron one, was originally going to be in it, and I was going to add it in. It was like basically in the final process, but I canceled it at the last minute because the thought came to me, wait, humans can't breathe on Pandora, so can the Na'vi breathe on Earth, which is where the main battle would be taking place? And according to all the sources that I found online, they pointed to no, so I ended up cutting them basically at the last minute. Hence why like the kind of like final like universes explored, the future universes, as I kind of dub the arc, are very few, with the Lunatics and Ratchet and Clank, and then Star Wars Clone Wars. And like I said, there were others I can't think of off the top of my head because again they ended up getting cut because I didn't know about them. Behind the scenes factor right here, there is one universe that made it into the final version that, in truth, I know next to nothing about. And I think I actually mentioned this a couple of days ago, but I'll mention here again for those who didn't and who weren't part of it. And it is the Inheritance Cycle, which is the book series based on, which is the series with the book series that the old 2005 movie Aragon was based off of. Let me bring up a picture.
Right.
Yeah, this was the only franchise that ended up getting in because by the time I realized I don't really know anything because I only saw the movie. I never read any of the books. It was too late. The franchise was added. So I was like, I'm going to keep it in there. But that's why in the ongoing stuff, I'm probably not going to really use them as much other than like maybe like some cameo appearances here and there for various reasons because I know next to nothing about them. Because I only saw the movie, never read the book, so this was the one franchise where it's like I have to do like full big research into, and yeah, because I saw the film, never read the books, I enjoyed it, and I want to add it in, only to then so and it's because of that where it is going to be a slight AU, not a whole big AU, where it's like it's basically going to be I'm going to use the character designs from the movie, but it takes place after all of the little books. So like that way it's like, oh, So that's the only franchise that's involved in Heroes Unite that I know next to nothing about because by the time I added it in, it was already there, and yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
There's a
Alrighty,
ton of voice
so-
coming. Yeah, fair enough.
Yep. So, Jesus, I forget how much time we really have in these fucking.
2 hours,
Yeah.
30 minutes, and
Yeah, 30 minutes.
It's been an hour and 30 minutes.
and if you guys want to keep,
Wow.
I mean, we don't really need
No,
to
no.
keep, if we,
We
if,
don't. Yeah, just it's
We
just
ju-
like if it. It
it's
feels
just
like
like
2
a
hours have
minimum.
passed.
It's just a minimum, basically, is what we say. It's like it's a minimum. If we want to,
We're
talk
running
about
out of time. Quick, everyone roast them all at once.
That's.
it. Well, shit.
Yeah,
Hang on, let me
okay,
get ready.
bad.
Hold on, I still want to post something for everyone to see
me
that
get
will make
ready. Roast
everyone
ahead.
cry out and cringe.
Roast ahead,
Alright.
roast ahead. I'm ready.
I don't like you.
Oh, no.
Emotional damage.
Roasted.
Excellent roast. 10 out of 10. Would roast again.
Yay.
There
Or-
it is.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, we can go home, everyone.
All right. This is a. This is
Before-
personal. This is from my agent. He would like to say. Me, Grimlock, find you full of cesium salami. Me, give it 0 out of 10. Not enough Grimlock. Salami. It's like a whole. There's like a joke in G1 where just Grimlock and Slag, as he was known, were arguing about fucking apparently space version of salami
yeah,
and
understandable.
bologna.
Oh,
Like I said, though,
It's still going
I
on.
would do the more visual approach. So, like, once I get around to it,
fucking explodes.
oh.
I just got most of the damage twice in a row.
Okay.
Well, if that,
Well,
if that damage
well,
to
I
you,
guess
that's
it's my
fine.
turn now.
Do a little more.
What the? What did you post here? What the fuck is this, Wolf?
What the?
What is this?
Whoa! What the hell?
What is this?
What the fuck?
I like how our whole goal of inflicting emotional damage isn't through actually critiquing him, but just
Yeah.
rending his mind in two.
We're gonna ignore that. We have a question. Hello, Typo. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever
Perfect timing.
have you ever ended up getting into a franchise just to put them in your crossoververse? Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
Have I ever ended up getting into a franchise just to?
We'll do it.
I mean, yeah, basically, any like new series and stuff like that. It's like if I like it enough, it's going in the crossovers. Obviously, like I said, there will be exceptions where like if it's like because like if it's like a normal series and stuff like that, it's like I'm not gonna add it in because it's just like normal characters and stuff like that. Unless I guess it depends because there are some universes I have planned where like I kind of want to include characters from that, even if they're like normal people. They wouldn't be heroes and stuff like that. They just be kind of like allies, stuff like that. So yep. So, but
Makes
yeah, no,
sense.
there's definitely gonna be like franchises I get into, and I add them into the crossoververse at some point. Cause yeah,
Oh wait, I have one more cursed image. I almost forgot.
no. I know Wolf got into
Yes.
Demon Slayer and plopped into the Guardianverse. He went.
God damn it.
I don't see how that's cursed. I see a blessed image. That
Thanks, I hate
Yeah,
it.
it's a lot prettier than the last.
that is filled with
Wait.
so much happiness and joy that it shaved 11 years off my life.
Oh shit! There it is.
Don't you mean added?
Wait.
Did I fucking stutter?
A
No.
lot.
No.
Oh, now. Oh, come on.
Whoa!
Welcome to the true content of this podcast.
This is what we really do.
Hey, Ozzy.
Raximus here would like to extend a full apology for everyone who is hard. We do not offer free therapy. You have to go get it yourself.
We do offer free foot massages. We ourselves
Ew.
don't actually do it, but we offer them.
Who's we? We speaking French?
Yeah, who's we?
Obviously, you don't speak French, or else you would know that we.
And I
is
took
yes.
French in high school. I don't remember shit from that.
We is yes. Why would I say yes? Offer free foot massages. Jeez.
God damn
Use your la cabeza. That's French for brain.
I remember my crossover.
What the
Folks at home, the reason we're showing this is because they're all canon to SoPro's Crossverse.
No!
No, they're not.
Hey, let's see. I remember my crossover. I used the Isekai Quartet for the Issa Bros. Oh, cool. I know that series too.
Issa Bro.
Do you offer barbecue with those massages?
No.
What the fuck does that mean?
You know damn well what that means. I'm here, bitches.
God.
Podcast. Yes, Avenger. I'm afraid you did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're still ongoing. We're still ongoing. So.
We may be ongoing, but I feel like we're gonna wrap it up at soonish.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So this means I can ask Pro my question now.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Hold it. Let me ready that GIF again, just in case.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here
All right.
we go.
Yes.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Okay. Well, we're moving on.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Moving on. Moving on.
Oh, come on.
So, ask your question, Naserna.
Okay. How much are you worth, bro?
He got away with it. He got away with it. Motherfucker. And he's gone. And he's gone. We did it. We did it.
This is episode 1, folks. It's all downhill from here.
This is going to be a reoccurring joke. This is going to be the reoccurring joke every time.
This is episode 1, everybody.
Checking. I mean, if you want to cut the pilot and stuff, you know.
Oh, no, this is going to be...
Oh, great. That means we're only getting better with time.
Oh,
By
God.
the way, just so everyone knows, we're going to have to go through everyone here's crossover
Oh,
that
no.
actually have it up and running. So that leaves room for more memes, more jokes, and more of whatever Cerna's bullshit is.
I swear, if it,
Yeah,
when
we
it
still-
becomes my turn,
yeah,
if
this
you
is only
guys
the fir-
aren't
we
spamming
only-
her stuff.
We have a lot of people in this crossover server we're in, and we've only gone through 2 of them.
Yeah,
Out
you
of
and Wolf.
3.
Yep. Myself.
Welcome
No,
to
there's
the
3
mind
left.
fuck. I'm here. Hey, I'm guessing that's you, Avenger.
Yeah, that's probably Avenger. So,
Uh,
He just missed the best part.
I know it's a mind fuck. It is a mind fuck. Yep, it's why I'm
where's
here.
that? Hold on, where's the
Where's what?
where the
Where's
fuck is
Waldo?
that where is that music that's just welcome to the mind fuck or something?
I have no.
Welcome to the ride.
Play that
No music, no
copyrighted
music, no music.
No.
I'm not actually gonna fuck you. But you want me to get Twitch ban?
What did I miss? And why is the Twitch so twitchy?
What
well,
did you miss?
Yes.
What you missed? You missed everything.
And then,
And, by the way, Pro's gonna have to highlight every single one of these.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
realize this is gonna be like a 2-part or more video right here. I'm not gonna be able.
Oh,
hell yeah.
You're giving us so much more credit than we deserve. A 2-parter? Wow.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Who the fuck do you think we are, Marvel Studios?
But as for what Twitch is twitching, it could be something on your end because everything's fine over here. But so any questions? Anything else we want to talk about? Otherwise, I could...
I thought we were on the roasting part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty clear on roast.
we're gonna roast for the last 20 minutes.
No, but like legitimate roasting, like how a lot of the stuff seems to be just pre-planned, and there isn't really much content to sink our teeth into. Hence, why there
Yeah.
are so few questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've literally gone to the point where you've made basically Wolf's presentation Look like a fucking preschooler trying to give a presentation about
It was like, here's
Scientology.
all this cool stuff I'm gonna do. It's gonna be awesome. Great! I can't wait to see it. Yeah, me too.
Legit.
Is it gonna be awesome? I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
Now you make me want to quit this whole thing.
Sorry, Wolf. I like it. I'm more thorough, and you Wolf kind of.
Yeah, Wolf.
To be fair, Wolf, where I was going with this is that I think you had more like tangible content to show for it.
You have a lot more stuff.
which
I
is-
like. Yeah.
This is all like pre-production. This is all stuff like that, which is art books sell for a lot because they're overpriced, but they sell for a lot, and art books are really cool to look at and stuff like that. Which is it's looking at an art book, and I do mean like art book as in like the art of Into the Spider-Verse. Here's all the stuff that we had coming up with it. While Wolf's is Dragon Ball, which it was being made up as it was being written.
But,
Yeah, you're not wrong. Shit, I am a Toriyama.
But yeah, no, like, so Wolf, like, you have a lot of stuff, but like, I'm just kind of because like, here's the thing: you have stuff at least. I'm still in the process of like planning things out. So like,
True. But oh my!
You're basically the I work with along the way things, and me, I'm like, because I learned from my experience, I'm like, I like to pre-plan first before I go all in.
Yar, sponge boy, me boy. What the hell is this?
I've been suspended over the Grand Canyon for 12 hours. Welcome to my world.
I think if I could offer a critique, it's that based on what I heard, I think because part of it when you want to do it is you want to have sort of this natural escalation. And I think when you start off as big as you did, you kind of you start at the level like, okay, now the next one has to go bigger and bigger to now where you're at this point where, there's a billion pieces moving all at once. And I think stuff like that, either to revise where you want the focus to be rather than in scale, could actually help. Where it's like, I think to use an example, probably not the best example because a lot of people didn't like the movie, but Iron Man 3 came out right after the Avengers, and Marvel Studios was like, what the fuck do? We just released Avengers. What do we do? We can't, like, everyone's going to say, like, this is so fucking lame because we just watched Avengers and there's not nearly as many explosions. So they basically had to sit down and be like, how do we make this more interesting?
Yeah,
and then Shane Black came in and said, I don't know. And then they released the movie.
So yeah, basically, since I started things off big, it's like you can only really go small from there. Because like if you could do anything bigger at that point,
well,
it's
you could go bigger and bigger, which is where it seems like you're going. But the thing is when it gets bigger and bigger, it becomes harder to manage. Is when you get So you get to Infinity War, where there's so many spinning pieces. Where like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and then we go for 30 minutes, and then we got cut back to them. And it's like, oh yeah, these guys are in the movie, and stuff like that. So basically, because it's become so big, you have all these parts to manage, and sometimes it's hard to find a debris. So I think if you're able to look back and reassess where you want the scale to be, I think you'll have an easier time.
Yeah.
Putting it together.
Yeah, that is going to actually be. I understand where you're getting at and stuff, and that's actually like a good thing. Where like one of the main things for Heroes Universe is the heroes aren't trying to expand out into these other universes because, like, obviously as the series go on, there are going to be more franchises that come in one way or another, but it's not the league that they and no one else wants to expand further into. They want to stick in what I'm going to be calling the known multiverse. Like, they don't want to go out there. It's just events transpire that bring them into these other universes, unfortunately, which then, connects them to the known multiverse and stuff like that. And and eventually I will have it where like they will stop doing like alternate universe travels eventually and stuff to focus on like one thing. And like I would say there'll probably be like a couple of universes they travel to. Some universes I have plans where like some people get brought to their part of the known multiverse, so they kind of get stuck there and stuff like that. So it's not like another universe to travel to. They're kind of just stuck there. And so, like I said, it's not even the heroes want to go travel further outwards to find out what's out there. They just want to stick to their part of the multiverse. It's just events transpire that make them force them into going to these other places sometimes. And obviously, them being heroes, if bad things are going on in that universe, they're not gonna just sit back and let the bad stuff happen. They are going to want to help. So, so for example, one of the universes I definitely plan on including at some point, maybe it may end up being one of the first universes they go to, unintentionally, of course, would be the Attack on Titan universe and stuff. And if they go there, obviously they're going to see what's happening to humanity there, and they're like, while they want to keep to their known universe because, expanding further outwards, that would be straining their resources. Like, we're heroes. If we abandon them to the fate of the Titans and whatnot, it's like, that's not a good thing. And so that's we'd be horrible people. So, like I said, I do have something planned for that. Not going too crazy and stuff for you.
I now suddenly want to see a Warhammer and Attack on Titan crossover. For some reason, you talking about it just made me think of that, and I'm just like, just drop the Space Marines into the Attack on Titan
my
stuff.
crossovers off the top.
You can just fucking mute yourself and start talking.
I think he did.
I'm talking to my chat.
So yeah, he did. So yeah, I was actually gonna say, if you're planning to add, like, if you're planning to go into Warhammer, like, it's one of those franchises where you can't just start at one place. You have to pick a faction that's like, hey, this is pretty neat, and then go on from there. Like, learn about this.
Yeah.
And once you start learning, you cannot get out of the fucking rabbit hole. It is a
trust me, Warhammer's a rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
It's a rabbit hole of lore, history, and of course, best part of all, a lot of expensive toys and models.
And names you can't pronounce.
Yep.
I guess I could talk about this actually. It kind of relates to the whole thing. So, an idea I have, no idea when it's gonna happen, is eventually the League will encounter some universes where the heroes are very young, inexperienced, and to a degree and whatnot and stuff. Or there could be times where there are heroes from other universes brought to the known multiverse that they have to take care of until they can find a means to bring them back to their universe and stuff. So, like, as I said, there will be people like brought to the known multiverse, and until the League finds a way to send them back to their universe through some complicated methods and stuff I will talk about another date, they're basically stuck in the known multiverse and stuff like that, and they will be like giving housing and stuff like that on the Citadel and stuff like that. But there will be heroes and stuff, young heroes. Some that are the heroes travel to their universes, others that brought to which one, and eventually wanting to kind of expand the League more and more. But seeing these heroes not really right for the League quite yet because they're so inexperienced, stuff like that, the League of Heroes will make a Junior League of Heroes. And basically, huh? What was that, Wolfie?
I said, welcome to the Junior League.
Basically, so like as of now, I have currently planned is Class 1A from My Hero Academia. Gotta get them in there somehow. Dragon Riders, a book from How to Train Your Dragon. Kaijudo Masters from a series called Kaijudo, Rise of the Duel Masters. Aaron, Mikasa, and Armin from Attack on Titan. Ruby.
Would this be before? Okay, so this is before Aaron goes off the deep end.
Yes, it would literally be like in the first season, like right as Trost is attacked. So like the League is there to take part in like everything, and of course change things and stuff like that.
God damn it! Now that you remind me of judo, I have something to add again.
I would have called it Young Justice. I think that's trademarked already. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But and then James like Jr. and some other characters from Troll Hunters, aka the Tales of Akuta, we just talked about that, and some Skylanders from the Netflix series. But yeah, eventually, one by one, these groups are gonna get brought in and stuff, or the heroes will meet them, and then eventually they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna form a junior league because these heroes are, they're heroes, but they're inexperienced and stuff. So like, I'm still trying to figure out the timeline for like some of these guys. Ruby, My Hero Academia, I'm trying to figure out. And like I said, because like depending on the timeline, obviously, if we ever get the heroes involved in the events of those shows, it's that point, I need to figure out how to, like involve them and stuff, and like how things could change, remain the same if I go down the route. Because, and if I go down that one where it's like things remain the same, it's like I have to give a valid reason why they go the way they do. And yeah.
Understandable.
Ah, damn you, copyright. Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
But yeah, Junior League of Heroes, makes sense.
So, I believe, unless anyone else has any more questions, that might be everything.
Yeah.
So, I believe then I guess we shall end this.
Yeah.
So, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out to this podcast. We will try to work on, organizing things again. Next episode, we'll focus on one of us again, us unfortunate fellows.
Yeah,
And-
now one of y'all's turn to go, following me and Wolf.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to follow.
Be sure to also check out,
No problem. It's nice to watch some fellow dummies build things with a happy heart. I am happy.
Yeah. So be sure to check out, everyone's like crossover once, we all are able to,
Yep. And I
have
agree.
it somehow
There are a
linked.
bunch of dummies here, save for one of us.
I'm looking at the dummy right now.
Am I the dummy or the one of us?
I see a dummy. I'm looking at it right now.
That's
You're
very
putting this
fun.
mirror in front of
All
the
right.
computer.
Anyways, yep, that's gonna be it for the stream today, folks. Thank you all so much for joining and stuff, as always. Don't forget, follow my YouTube. I am gonna be uploading the full VOD there, probably at the end of the weekend, if not next weekend. So, see that. There's gonna be funny moments video and all that. And, if you missed out on the pilot episode, you can find that there as well and stuff. So don't forget to check out my YouTube and all that. Let me see if this works and stuff. And
Give them your money.
yeah. Thank you everyone for joining
Alrighty.
us always. Hope you all have a nice, wonderful rest of the day, rest of the week, and we will see you all later. Bye!
Ow!
What the